Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the Hurricane HQ. I'm aware that the stream is just starting up right now, but I would like to welcome everyone back to this live stream, and today we will be doing live coverage, well, not exactly live coverage, but today we'll be doing we'll be doing a live update and analysis of what is to come in today and tomorrow here. We have a huge, or potentially huge winter storm here, which could be, impacting the Northeast, and we also have a very large Arctic outbreak which will be impacting the Midwest. Now, before we get to all that, I would like to quickly cover the severe weather potential today. Right now, we actually do have a slight risk of severe weather in effect for actually all the way from Florida all the way up to North Carolina here. That's that yellow region right here. If you're in that slight risk or marginal risk, you want to watch out and stay weather aware, as we do have the potential for some severe thunderstorms. Now, you may be wondering, what are the main threats with these thunderstorms? Now, the main threats remain tornadoes and severe thunderstorm wind gusts. We currently have a 5% risk for tornadoes in this brown region right here. And I'd say this is where we actually do have a pretty decent potential for some tornadoes. So I'd say a few tornado warnings and maybe a tornado or two on the ground in some of these areas. So if you're in this 5% risk for tornadoes, I definitely recommend you stay weather aware today, as maybe not as high as the threat as yesterday, but there is still a threat. And we also have our slight risk here, or 15% risk of some severe thunderstorm wind gusts. So in that yellow region, there's a 15% chance of some of those severe thunderstorm wind gusts within 25 miles of any given point. Now, if anyone is wondering what our hail probabilities are, they are very small today. Only in Florida, Alabama, and Georgia we have that potential for some hail, and it is very small potential, only about 5%. So not the highest chances here for any large hail, but there is a chance in some areas. So remain weather aware for all three threats here, whether it be tornadoes, severe thunderstorm wind gusts, or maybe some hail. Now, I would actually quickly like to go over tomorrow's threat. We also have a slight risk of severe weather in North Carolina tomorrow. And in North Carolina, I wouldn't say there's the highest threat, but there is a threat for some tornadoes and strong gusty winds in some of those areas. So stay weather aware today and tomorrow if you're in North Carolina. Now let's currently take a look at our current alerts around the United States. And as you can see, there is some wind chill alerts still in effect here for the Midwest areas here. You can see wind chill advisories and warnings here. And even a freezing spray warning in effect here. So very cold air is impacting the Midwestern United States here, and the Northeast, and really the Mid-Atlantic. That's where you really have to watch out for some of this winter weather. So we have winter weather advisories here for much of New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. And that's not exactly associated with this system right now. The stuff that is associated with the system right now is right here. All these winter weather advisories that extend from Arkansas and Louisiana all the way up into New Jersey here. That is where the main system is going to be impacting. And if we actually take a quick closer look at that, you can see winter storm watches are in effect for portions of Maryland, Delaware, and New Jersey. And then winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories are in effect for this entire purple and pink areas here. So you're going to want to stay weather aware and try and stay off the road as much as possible when snow is falling or when there is snow on the roads, as this will cause very slippery road conditions, and that can lead to a lot of accidents. Now, I am a little bit concerned about this right here. So you can see we do have gale warnings issued for a lot of the coastline here. Then we also have storm warnings issued here. And that is getting pretty close to the coastline here. So hopefully we don't have any too windy conditions, as if they do actually have to extend this storm warning closer to the shore or onto shore, actually, there is potential for very, very gusty winds and blowing snow in, for example, Delaware or Maryland. So if you're in those areas, you're going to want to watch out, because it is possible. I'm not saying this is likely, but it's in the realm of possibility that there could be a blizzard warning. that is only if the winds do get on land, obviously, and cause very gusty wind conditions and blowing snow. So it's possible a blizzard warning could be issued, although I'd say at this time it is pretty unlikely. Now, as we take a look at just generally the entire setup here, you can see a lot of winter weather alerts, even extending into New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland. And yeah, this is going to be a very long track winter storm. We could be seeing significant snowfall in a lot of these areas. Now, if I jump over here to our national forecast chart from the Weather Prediction Center, you can see tonight and today we have the potential for some mixed precipitation and maybe even some heavy snow. Right here in this area, this is all mixed precipitation and the possibility of some heavy snow in this area right here. So definitely watch out for maybe some snow from this system. And keep in mind that this is all behind this cold front. This cold front right here, this is for later. This is technically, I believe, still over here at the moment. So it isn't totally past yet. Like, I know I'm in central New Jersey. And it is 61 degrees outside at the moment with a lot of humidity. So it feels like the mid-60s. And that is very unseasonable. I bet this is record-breaking, actually, for my area. So record heat across portions of the East Coast and the Mid-Atlantic. And that is all going to go below average. It will be 20 degrees for me tomorrow behind this cold front. So very, very cold air is possible behind this cold front. And that is how we're going to be getting that cold air for snow. If we actually take a look at tomorrow's forecast, you can see heavy snowfall is expected tomorrow in much of the East Coast. You can see everywhere from Boston, New Jersey, all the way through Virginia, and even Tennessee. You have the potential for some snow, with heavy snow possible in Virginia, Maryland, and maybe even Delaware there. So there is a potential for very heavy snowfall, possibly even heading up along the coast and possibly even impacting Boston, although we'll have to watch that. That is a little bit uncertain at this time. And we will take a look at models after this. But yeah, we do have potential for some snowfall. And then on day 3, the threat is mostly moved out. For the East Coast, that is. So really, it's tonight and tomorrow that we have to be watching out for these heavy snow and just in general snowfall. And welcome to the stream, Manny. Hi. But yeah, very this is definitely something to watch pretty closely. Now if we actually go jump over to another graphic here on the Weather Prediction Center. This is actually, where is it? Here it is. Yes, this should be. Here it is, fronts. So as you can see right here, this is the forecast for how things will be looking like right now. So this is current. And this is what they're expecting. So there's going to be a low pressure system right here. This is the surface low near Florida and Alabama and Georgia. And that is going to bring severe weather potential here for the southeast. Then the surface low will slowly make its way north. And then on the back side of this, again, there's very cold air behind this. There will be the potential for some heavy snow, ice maybe. Maybe a mixed precipitation in some areas. And yeah, we'll have to be watching this closely because there is potential for that heavy snow, ice, and everything like that. And you can see that surface low does move up the coast. It does go through North Carolina. And then we'll start to bring some snow to the northeast. And some of those areas like Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, the Mid-Atlantic in general, we'll be seeing that heavy snowfall there. So really, it's about midday tomorrow. The updated storm watches to warnings in MD. Okay, I'll actually go take a look at that real quick. I see that right here. So we do have a slight extension of those winter storm warnings. They actually have been extended a bit here in Virginia. So definitely something to watch closely as there is warnings now in effect. And if we actually take a look at the, yeah, that's the same. All right, never mind. But yeah, that is something to watch pretty closely. Now going back to what I was saying, this is what the surface low is right now. And this will eventually move out pretty quickly, although then again, there is that potential for very heavy snowfall. Now let's actually take a look at the winter weather potential here. Winter probability of snowfall. Actually, this is for 4 inches or lower. Here you could see. 4 inches or greater. And as you can see right here, there is some potential, even in South New Jersey, there could be even some potential for some snow above 4 inches. That ranges from South Jersey all the way into Southern Virginia. There, they have potential for that heavy snowfall and that pretty high accumulations there. And even today, there is some potential across West Virginia, into very western North Carolina for the higher snow totals. So this is something to watch, especially if you're in those areas, as we could be seeing even higher snow totals than 4 inches. All right, so now let's actually take a look at my website. Actually, there's a graphic on here I would like to display real quick. You know what? Never mind. I'll actually just jump into the models real quick. And if anyone does want to see some of the graphics I am showing on my stream, they are on my website. It's thehurricanehq.org/winter weather. You could also find it at the top of the page here. Just click the winter weather tab, and then you can see most of the graphics that I'm talking about today on this stream are on the winter weather page here. So feel free to check that out. It's auto updating 24/7, so you always get the latest maps on there and everything like that. Alright, so let's take a look at the weather models now. We'll take a look at the European model here. European model guidance. And as you can see right here, it's looking pretty interesting here. Very interesting setup here. So we're going to start out with all rain, mostly, except for in the northeast. And then you can see the surface low does form here. It gets actually a bit stronger over South Carolina and Georgia. And then actually goes offshore, but will bring very heavy snowfall, especially to portions of Virginia, Maryland, even western North Carolina, Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania here. You'll all be dealing with some very heavy snowfall, possibly, according to the European model. And you can see that slowly does move out, and we could possibly even be seeing some heavy snowfall in portions of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York. You could also be seeing some of that heavy snowfall there. So New England is not totally missing out on this storm, although it is going to be coming close, and it could go either way. At this time, it does look like the storm is trending slightly more north than the earlier run. And if I actually check that, yeah, the storm is trending to go a little bit north than originally said. According to the Euro, like over the past few runs, it's been getting closer, or in higher north, actually. So the threat is moving north a bit, according to the European model. So I'd say even New York City has to be watching out for some heavy snowfall. You're not out of the risk area yet. Now as we move over to the GFS model real quick, the GFS is showing similar stuff here. The surface low is gonna form over Georgia, come offshore, and actually bring a higher mixed precipitation and sleet threat over here in these areas right here. So you gotta watch out for some of that wintry and mixy precipitation in those areas. And then again, it will bring very heavy snowfall for Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania here, and then potentially even portions of New England as the storm does progress out. And let's actually check this again. The GFS is also showing the storm kind of moving a bit more north now, the track. It will be, the GFS is showing actually the storm moving north as well as the Euro, so the storm is likely going to be moving more north than originally thought, which means higher precipitation totals possibly in northern Delaware, southern New Jersey, or even Pennsylvania, maybe even New York City, Long Island, and the New England coastline, southern New England coastline. Many just said it's a subtropical low, so it will bring heavier precipitation, and models are trending that's moving more north and closer to the east, closer to the coast, so more heavy snow for the tri-state. Yes. It also does look like it's heading closer to the coastline, and one thing I do want to mention with that is if you take a look at the storm warnings here, they are getting pretty close to the coast, which could mean a higher wind threat. And if the wind threat does get closer to the coastline, you never know, because it could be, we could get a blizzard warning. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's a possibility that we could be getting, a blizzard warning or two on the coastline of like Delaware or Maryland. So watch out if you're over there. Now let's actually take a look at the icon model real quick. Never mind, actually. Let's take a look at the NAM model for precipitation real quick. There we go. So you can see the NAM again brings that surface low down here. It will move up like this way, and let's actually take a look at where it goes, where the NAM brings it. So again, actually the NAM shows a bigger ice threat over portions of New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, all these areas here. Although you can see that the NAM does not bring the threat as north as the other models. Although, if we look at the previous runs, the NAM is showing the storm moving more north every run it does. So just about every model is showing this storm moving a bit more north than originally expected. So, yeah, if you're even more north, I'd say northern New Jersey, Philly, Pennsylvania, New York City, Connecticut, Rhode Island, you're not out of the threat. Like, I bet the NAM will continue to show this storm moving even more north as more runs come in. And I will be posting on my Twitter page about this as well. And I may even post another quick YouTube update on this later tonight, possibly. But, yeah, I will be posting on my Twitter page all the latest updates and everything to the models and what they're showing. So, yeah, it does look like they are trending to be moving north. And if they do keep doing that, I'd say some of these areas I'm circling right here are in the threat level for some heavier snowfall and potentially even gustier winds. Now let's actually jump back to the Euro. I just want to show snow accumulation and what they're showing. Let's do winter and snow accumulation real quick. I did forget to show this earlier. Oh, the European model is just loading a new model run in, so we will have to wait till that does come in. And if a good enough portion does load in by the end of this video, I will quickly show it. But you can see that a lot of very heavy snowfall is expected. I'd say this circled area right here is really where the heaviest snowfall is possibly going to be, and that again is trending more north. Like if you look at the previous runs, it shows it even more south. So the snow threat is increasing. So heavier snowfall than originally thought and more north. So you definitely have to watch out in some of these areas. I mean, up to 11 inches in Jersey, 13 inches Cape May down there. And these areas right here, this is where you could possibly get even over 10 inches of snow, according to the European model, which is just crazy. So definitely got to watch out for this. Let's jump over to the GFS model real quick. See, the GFS is showing very similar, although higher snow threat in something New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland here. Possibly over 20 inches of snowfall from this, which is just insane. Now, again, I'm not guaranteeing anything what the GFS says especially, but there is a threat. And again, the GFS showing that storm threat moving more north. Originally, it was showing here. Now it's showing up here. So it's moving north, and you have to watch out. If you're anywhere south of New York City, you have to watch out for this. And now look at the NAM model here for accumulation here. The NAM is not showing very heavy snow totals as more far north, but then again, the model is trending the storm moving even more north. Like if I show you this, originally it was showing less snow and farther south. Now it's showing it more north and more. So definitely a threat. Charlotte, North Carolina. For snowfall, let's see, where is Charlotte? Charlotte. let's see, where is Charlotte? Charlotte is just about southern north. All right, they're right there. All right. So the models aren't showing the heaviest snow. I know the European model is just actually loading in. This is the new run. Now, this is incomplete. We still have to wait a few minutes for the full run to come in, but so far, the Euro is not showing the heaviest snow in Charlotte, North Carolina over there. It's showing pretty low amounts of snowfall. Same with the GFS. Not the highest threat. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to snow, but the threat is moving more north, and that means the threat for Charlotte's decreasing, although maybe a coating to an inch of snowfall is possible there, so still watch out because slippery road conditions are possible in Charlotte. Daniel Bashard said, "Hi HQ, Happy New Year." Happy New Year. Hopefully the new year will be better on the weather side of things. Last year was crazy. But at this moment, starting off the new year with the East Coast winter storm, I don't know about that. I'm not sure how good this year is looking for weather. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with severe weather in the future. Luckily, that severe weather event yesterday was not as bad as everyone was saying, so that's very good news. But yeah, we'll see what happens this year. And now, since I did go over all the snowfall potential to see how the Euro is doing, if the European model did load in more, I could show that. All right, the European model did load in more a bit. So again, I think the Euro is showing more snowfall possibly than the previous run. Yeah, it is showing slightly more north. Like ever so slightly more north than the previous run. And it is showing more snowfall. Like if I try and zoom in on this, you can see that snowfall does look a little bit more. And it's still not done loading in yet, so yeah, I'm a bit concerned about the new run here. But yeah, it's still showing some areas getting over a foot of snow, which is pretty significant, especially for early January now. So, yeah, definitely something to watch out for. Now, real quick, I will refresh the warnings. Nothing new here. We'll go back to my website, and I would like to talk about the current wind chills right now. Currently in the Midwest right now, there's very, very cold temperatures. It feels like negative 23 to negative 25 in portions of the Midwest right now. I know it used to feel much colder. It used to feel in the negative 60s almost with those wind chills. But right now, not too bad. It's not looking that bad right now. Still, negative 25 is pretty crazy. That is definitely Southern Alaska type feels like temperatures there. Whoops. So yeah, very widespread cold as well. Like you could see this goes all the way out to Texas and all the way like that. That's all cold. And right here, if I could actually draw this. This is actually where the cold front is right now. You can actually see it on the temperature map here. Cold front right here is moving east. And that will bring those cold temperatures across the Northeast and everywhere like that, the East Coast. That is how we're going to be allowing for that snowfall. Because you can see right now I'm in New Jersey. It is 60 degrees at my house on my weather station, which is crazy for January. And it is not even 2 o'clock yet, so it might increase slightly. But yeah, 60 degrees is crazy. You may not believe that's going to snow so much that just the next day after, but this cold front is very strong. And will bring those very cold temperatures to the East Coast to allow for that snowfall. And yeah, we will be watching this pretty closely. I might even make another video later today on this event. But yeah, I think that's just about everything at the moment. If anyone does have any final questions, you can ask those now. Look at the GFS and look at our area and look at the temperatures. All right, yeah, sure. Temperatures, GFS, surface temperatures in Fahrenheit. If this will load in, I don't know why. Reset that. Yeah, I did see the model earlier. It's going to be cold. I'm not sure. My weather bell is messed up right now. Not sure what's happening to it. You know, I'll just open it again. If worst comes to worst, yeah, my weather bell's messed up the most. I'll just take a look at the tropical tidbits. Temperature. Northeast, thermodynamics, and let's go to humidity temperature. That's anomaly. Shaded. Yeah. 10 degree. Dang, that is very cold. Look at that. There's some areas getting 2 degrees Fahrenheit. It will get cold. This is January 3rd. Wait, let's take a look at this again. Take a look at tomorrow. Tomorrow will be cold. And then it will just get colder behind that. Yeah, I can't believe 2 degrees across Virginia and everything. That is very cold. Especially like New Jersey too, 10 degrees. Wow. That's almost freezing spray warning worthy. But yeah, wow, that is very cold. And I really think the wind chills would be below 0 on us. That is very cold. But yeah, I'm going to quickly actually jump back to the precip. And we'll just take a look at the GFS one more time on this. It is not looking very good. If I can get it to work. Yeah, here it is. It does bring that very heavy snowfall across much of the Northeast. It ranges from, honestly, like here all the way up to like somewhere in New England up there. It is very widespread. But yeah, it will get cold. And my weather bell's not working, unfortunately. I do want to take a look at the European model one last time before I end the stream, though. So I can show you what it's finally saying, and still not working, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Manny, if you could send me if your weather bell is working, if you could send me like the latest frame of the latest run of the Euro, like the snowfall amounts, that'd be great. Like the accumulation. Because my weather bell is not working at the moment. Oh, it just loaded actually, never mind. Let's see here. Give me 1 second actually. Alright, sorry about that. I have it up here, so look in Discord. Okay, wow, look at that. Well, that was earlier though. It's not gonna work, is it? Regions east. Come on. My weather bell is messed up right now. I'm sorry. There we go. Please work for me for just a minute. If this one product can load, we'll be good. It's not loading. Come on. Come on, weather bell. You almost got it. There. There's not. That was the latest run. No, I think there's a latest run now because, like, that was 7 minutes ago. This is not gonna work, is it? I mean, this is something. Yeah, there we go. It's about a foot in max, but it does look like the threat is still moving more north. So keep that in mind. The threat is moving more north slightly. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video now. I hope everyone did find this stream informative. If anyone does have any final questions, comments, or anything like that, please let me know now before I end the stream. And I'll wait 1 minute for those questions to come in. But yeah, and since I'm probably going to be affected by this storm, I will be posting pictures of how much snow has fallen tomorrow. Like, as it happens, I'll be posting pictures and stuff, giving you updates on what's going on, and for me at least. Yeah, still some watches down there that need to be switched to warnings. I feel like they might be switched quite soon. Next few hours, they might be switched to warnings. Because we are just about 24 hours out, or actually less now. Alright, so since there's no comments coming in, I would like to thank everyone for watching this video. If anyone does have any comments, questions, or concerns after this point, feel free to comment in the comment section below, and I can answer those even after the live stream is ended. So, yeah, thank you for watching, everyone, and yeah, stay weather aware, stay safe, and have an amazing day.